If you've been following what we've been up to, you've heard a lot about heat and cold therapies. Today, we put those together. This is the ice sauna. Yup, come on in. Hey guys, here in Duluth, Minnesota, February, -9 this morning. I love my city, I love how cold it is. And what it affords is our ability to make things like this, architectural marvels. This is a sauna built entirely, well, mostly out of ice. The walls are out of ice. Come on in, we wanna give you a tour. We wanna talk a little bit about today. We are geeking out about the niche of niche in the sauna culture, the ice sauna. Come on in. So guys, here we are. We are in a sauna built out of ice. We got cedar ceilings, cedar floor, cedar benches. We got our kiln dried firewood from our good friends at Stoked. Here's some birch. Super stoked about our new Hum stoves from Estonia. We'll be talking a lot more about them soon. This is their wood-fired stove, and it is beautiful and gorgeous. I mean, just elegant and architectural, and man, there's a lot of stone on here. This isn't going anywhere. And these walls, look at that. Lake Superior sunrise right out there, coming through the ice, built totally out of ice. It's super fun. I've been like a kid building the best snow fort ever. All week. Our whole team has been having so much fun with this, and yeah, we can't wait to unveil it. Now here it is. It's for you guys. So the first question I get is always, how the heck does this thing work? Isn't it gonna melt? What I love about that is it sort of just begs the question of science. So science geeks, let's go. Water is a great insulator. Ice is an amazing insulator. So our walls are 18 inches thick of ice. If you think about a frozen lake, the whole lake doesn't freeze, just that top layer, because the water and snow and ice is really insulating that liquid water below. It's the same principle happening in the ice sauna. So we'll bring up the temps in here, it'll be super cozy, and these walls might get a little wet, and it's gonna create a lot of steam in here as well. But it won't just directly melt through. So we've been inspired by some friends up in Finland. If you go to Finland, way up in the north, above the Arctic Circle in Lapland, they build with snow and ice, like igloos in northern climates, right? And again, that's because of the thermal properties. You can have a really cozy igloo living in there with a little fire, and the thing doesn't melt right through. Same principle here. As we sort of were inspired, we started to see these amazing saunas built out of ice. We'll show you a couple of them, or you can link down below. Usually resorts or kind of far off places in the woods that would do this every year. And we said, hey, we live in Duluth, Minnesota. We would love to do the same kind of thing. Let's see if we can make that work. So we believe this could be the US's first public community ice sauna. It's very niche, but it's so fun. And so if you love the north, if you love winter, this would be an experience to come join us. We invite you to come up. Let me talk a little bit as we go about the history of ice. Way back in the day, it would not be uncommon to harvest ice. This was before modern refrigeration. We are like first world problems, right? Like, oh, there's not enough ice in the tray. You can just literally go put it in the freezer. Back in the day, that wasn't even a thing. And so my great-grandfather, we actually have one of his old ice saws from the farm. Ryan, how's Grandpa's old ice saw feeling?
Just about as fast as a chainsaw.
Just about. This thing is still sharp after all these years. And what they would do is they would, out of the river or out of lakes, they would saw big blocks of ice. They'd put that into the cellar or the shed. They'd pack that with tons of sawdust, another good insulator, and they'd keep things cold through summer. And that was hugely common, especially in rural areas in the north where you could get ice readily. Then what started to happen, late 1800s, early 1900s, was the ice trade. So just amazing. Like if you've seen that first scene in Frozen, right, where they're like chopping ice, there's all the guys out there sawing the big grips. That was us the other day as we were doing this. But that was what was beginning the ice trade, and that just blew up. And people were loving having cold drinks, being able to refrigerate things, and then somewhere around the 19-teens or 20s, it got way more common to have a refrigerator and a freezer. But for years, that was huge business, especially for northern countries and northern climates like Norway and Finland and Sweden, a lot of where this Nordic sauna culture comes from, and up here in the upper Midwest where we're from. And part of what I love about that is it's again an example of how sauna for us is steeped in tradition and culture, not just new wellness fad. There are amazing wellness benefits for sauna, but there's also this tradition that we feel like we're stewarding in a way, just like the ice. We want to steward that really thoughtfully in terms of environmental impact. And so we did a bunch of research and did say, how do we do this well? One thing that came out from the tradition was we told one of our staff members, Sarah, told her family, told her dad, hey, we're going and doing this thing. You wouldn't believe what we're up to. And they're going to harvest some ice. And her dad immediately said, no way. And sent Sarah a picture of Sarah's grandfather and great-grandfather on the very lake where we were harvesting ice in the 1920s. So this tradition of harvesting ice up here in Duluth is easily 100 or more years old, and we're excited to share it with you. We're excited to be a part of it. We had so much fun playing and moving big chunks of ice this week, and now it is set to share and enjoy. I want to introduce you as well to a good friend of ours, one of our staff members, Emma. Hey guys, welcome to a balmy Duluth morning here. It's in the negative degrees, so this won't be a long section of the video, but I want you to meet Emma. Emma is one of our sauna guides. If you've enjoyed some time at your space, you've maybe even been guided by her. And she really operates and manages our full Canal Park space, which now has two saunas.
Two saunas.
Oh my goodness. Emma, before we dive into ice sauna stuff, what's it been like this is your first winter in Duluth?
Oh, it's been lovely. It's been mild so far, but I'm enjoying this crisp, icy day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Tell me your thoughts. We sort of had this dream a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. We got the approval literally 8 days ago, and here we are now 8 days later with a fully functioning ice sauna behind us.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I love it. You know, one of the things that we talk about in our other sauna is that it's so of this place, right? The benches are made from cedar from northern Minnesota. We have stones on our stove from the lake shore and even water from Lake Superior. And this ice sauna is like taking it to the next level. We hand harvested blocks of ice from a lake here. And I just love it. I'm really proud of it. I think it's a beautiful homage to this place that we love.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And it's just fun. I mentioned it before, but like the process was like being kids building a fort in snow. It's architectural, yet it's just play. Mm-hmm. And I feel like so much of our work together, because we really do love it, feels a little like play.
Yes.
And that, like, when we get to do things that we love in the city that we love, it's such a good combo. What would you say to people who are interested in this, like, and maybe wanting to come up and be a part? How would they do that?
Come check it out. I would say follow us on social media. We're going to be posting lots of videos, lots of updates. Hopefully we're going to be able to get guests in there and start booking people. So keep an eye on our social media and our website.
It's coming soon, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Emma, thank you.
Thank you.
Stay warm today. There it is, you guys, the ice sauna. A bit of an intro to how to get through long winters. And in Finland, one of the cultural virtues that is most prized is this word sisu. And it means directly guts, like you got guts, or grit or perseverance. But most beautifully translated, it means the ability to make it through a long winter. That's one thing we're doing here in Duluth, Minnesota, is finding ways to get through long winters. Maybe you're somebody who loves skiing or skating, dog sledding, or maybe warming up and coming out and rolling in the snow. We would love to invite you to join us for that, to be a part of this winter. And maybe this is the inaugural one. Maybe we'll do this every year. Who knows? But it's this experiment that is innovating on and passing on this tradition of sauna that is really changing people's lives. Let us know in the comments what you think of this. If you got any questions, we can't wait to keep talking about this with you. Thanks for joining us here on a chilly Duluth, Minnesota day. We will see you on the next one.